Hi, I'm Razi Alakhdar. I'm the marketing manager for Salsita software. And this is my 15 tweaks to boost your LinkedIn score and personal branding on LinkedIn in general. First, let's answer a few questions about personal brand. What's a personal brand? A personal brand basically is what you put out there. Your things that are related to your skills and your experience. What you put out there on LinkedIn and other social media, but mainly LinkedIn, that's your brand. If you put nothing, then there is no brand. Then you don't kind of not exist as well. I will try to be quick. Why personal branding? It will make people trust you more when they realize after time that they are interacting with content, you are sharing like good content and stuff. You start to raise more credibility. You will be known as an expert in your field. You will be differentiated from your peers, and that will attract a lot of opportunities for you. Things like talking on webinars, like more exposure. Why employer branding? Well, because personal branding and employer branding are combined together in a way. It's like the personal brand is a branch of the employer brand. I mean, your company is offering, let's say, services or solutions or products, and you are specialized in part. Not everything, you will not be doing everything. So whatever you are doing in that area reflects back on the company in general that you work for. It will also help the recruitment efforts. And the good thing about it is that when you position yourself, when you look more into the personal branding and position yourself, you're gonna find the USP for yourself as well. You're gonna look into your passion, what you love to do most, and how you want to do it. And the more you show that to the employer, the more the employer can support you actually in doing what you really love, that thing that you love to do. So it has a return back on you as well. Why optimize your profile? Well, it's not just for job search anymore, and not only for to go out there and be a salesperson and just start selling. Even if you are not selling, but your services are sold, be sure that people will be checking you out. Like, for example, when somebody approaches us for a project or something and we give them a price list or a price card, a full stack developer for that much, a graphic designer for that much, they go, they check who are these people. So they go and look at the profiles to see what kind of people they would be working with as well. So that's an important part actually, and the main part of optimizing the LinkedIn profile. What I did, I wasn't active on LinkedIn, and that's the reason why I did that. I wanted to boost my profile in a way so that it will give me like a jump start, and then I could get in the LinkedIn game again, let's say. So in just a few days, I took the SSI score tool actually that checks your score as a way to validate the tactics, let's say, that I'm doing. And I realized like quickly after doing the research that I was able to increase my score from 51 to 64 in just 1 week. But it's an ongoing process. So this is not a great score, 64. I still have a lot to do. But when I saw that it worked out, I thought of sharing it. So I hope the method works out for you even better. So let's get to it. One, the main thing is your photo. Be sure that you look like how you are. Many people try to smile, and it makes them don't really look how they really are. Smile with your eyes. You don't have to smile with all your face. Wear what you would wear for work, whatever that is. And technicalities, just keep in mind to have your face around 60% of the image, not less, not more. I mean, on average 60%, yeah, but not 20%. Sometimes the photo is very far, people almost can see you. So that's one thing. Number two, you have this vanity URL, which is a custom link, your LinkedIn custom link. It's good to have it because this way it will be a unique just for you, and it will make your profile more visible to search engines other than LinkedIn as well. 3, SEO. You don't have to be an SEO expert, just write down your skills, what you are expert in, what are the things you do. Make sure those words are there on your profile, in your summary, in your headline, in your job experience. Even join groups. You can join, let's say you are a UX designer, you can join a group about UX. So there will be even an extra keyword on your search. There are other reasons to join groups. That's one of them. 4, take advantage of your headline. This actually was the hardest part, because it's very challenging to write everything you want to say in just a limited character limit, which is just 100. And the best approach to this is to show your value. To say it in one word, is to show your value. Basically, with whom you work with, what you do, and what value do you bring. Now, if you can do that, it will be great. I put here 2 examples. For example, this guy, he's saying, I help companies generate breakthrough new ideas and commercialize innovation and growth solutions on a global scale. That's nice. If you don't know how to write something like that, you can as simple as make it like here, Madeline. She had just keywords about all of these things are related to what she does, which is not bad. You can use bullets, you can use any visually, like make it a little bit more visually attractive as well. Number 4, custom URLs. In edit profile, you scroll down, there is here a profile URL. This is also important for search engines. You have there the type of link before you add it. They have it there. There's website, there's blog, there's some other stuff. But I wouldn't recommend doing that. Use the custom and then name your links. You can add up to 3, I think. For example, instead of saying blog, make it software development blog. This way also you tell the search engines, what is this blog about? 6, your summary is your story. Don't make it a bullet list of what you do. Let it bring life to your profile. Write it the way you speak. So when somebody would read it, he would have a feel of a little bit of your personality. Mention there why you're out there, what do you want, So all of these things are very important. You have a maximum of 2,000 characters, but I would say this is too much. 1,000 on average is good. 7, use the feature. It's to pin interesting content or important content on your profile. So when somebody checks you out, they will see it, and it will attract them to click on it. Like in my case, I work with MVPs, I work with startups, I work with validating app ideas. So I've written 2 articles about the subjects in details, how I do it, and I pin them there. In other cases, you could have a company website, you could have a brochure. You have several types of content you can post there, like posts, articles, links, and media. 8, ask for recommendations. If you don't have any recommendations, just go on somebody you worked with before and click on request a recommendation. If you do not get, ask for recommendations and just be sure not everybody you're going to ask is going to give you, and just don't be sensitive about it. It's fine. Sometimes they miss the notification, or even sometimes they don't even know how to write it. But you can ask and you can give. Even though somebody did not give you, go ahead, give them recommendations. LinkedIn considers your profile incomplete if you do not have any recommendations. So it's pretty important to have at least a couple of them to start with. 9, get your skills endorsed. This one is pretty easy, but first, list down what are the most important skills for you. You can pin 3 actually, and then the rest will be down. And start endorsing others. Even ask for endorsement, and you will get back. The endorsement is very important because you are getting kind of approval from others on the LinkedIn society that yes, this person knows how to do that. So it is pretty important to get as many endorsements as possible. 10, Showcase your work, which is also very important. You have in the accomplishment section, you can add projects. And for each project, you can add teammates who worked with on that. You can add a link to a showcase and a little preview or description of the project itself. Add as many as you can, because all of that will empower your profile, actually. 11, increase your connections. Like in my case, I was saying, like, I wasn't that active, and then when I started, I wanted to increase my connection. The first thing that came to my mind, I was like, why I'm not connected with all my colleagues? So the first thing I've done is send requests to all my colleagues. And the next one, I started to engage and connect with people that are interested in, or they are developing apps, or they are in the middle of that, who are anybody into this area of app development, prototyping, UX research, the product discovery phase. Anybody who is in that phase, I want to connect with them. So this is what I did. I was able to increase my connections in also 1 week, about 120 connections. Just be careful when you send the connections. You have also limitations of followers. And if you send more than what you should send per day, for example, 50, you will get banned for a week. So careful with all of that. Let's get to the next one. At 12, I just, share interesting content. Here are some tips. And this will be very important also for the SSI score, because engagement is a metric. So you can share something that inspires you. You can answer a question, like you hear a lot from your client. You can write about it. You can share your thoughts on some content. You could reveal your process, which is really, really important when you show how you do what you do. And this makes people attracted more, because when they see that the way you do it, it could be one, they like how you do it and they are familiar with that method, or they could see, okay, he's doing this differently, I like that, you know. So all of this is important. A roundup of your tech stack, your opinion about it. Share what you learned from a webinar you've watched or something. And you know your audience, you know their pain points. Share advices, and from time to time, it doesn't hurt to share a meme even. Number 13, you can now publish articles natively on LinkedIn, and it seems pretty important, and they get even higher traction because they live on LinkedIn. People do not have to click a link and go somewhere to view the article. So it is really important to do that, and so far I tried it. I just wrote one article about the same subject, this one, the 15 tweaks, and I will keep doing it. Engage. Remember that engaging doesn't mean just liking. The highest form of engagement is actually commenting. And this also opens up the way to build connections and bring people to view your profile as well. And of course, therefore, will bring opportunities. And the way to comment, there are so many ways, but I would say that the easiest way to comment or to engage, basically, it has to be something that you are interested in first. Look at the comments, people. You will see the conversations. Join the conversation. Jump in. See how it goes. It can be a little bit fun. You see here with my score was a little bit engagement. I was able to increase it of almost 4 points, and I will keep at it. Last but not least, become a brand ambassador. I mean, you are already by default a brand ambassador or a branch of the brand, because if you are self-employed, you are the brand. If you are employed, then you are a branch of that company. You work there, and everything you do, especially in that area of expertise, reflects back also on the company. So take advantage of that. Get the support of your company as well. Some companies, when you go on the LinkedIn account, the admins, they recommend content to share. Like in our case here, I put an example where when you go to the Salsita website in my company, this is only visible to employees. You could see what we are recommending to share. You could see other colleagues, what they are sharing, and you could also, and usually you have them ready there with a social copy and everything, so you could just take that post and share it there. And that's pretty much it. I hope it worked out. It works out good for you. Let me know if you need any, if you have any questions or anything, and I'll be happy to help. Thank you for watching.